New South, LaGrange, Georgia. Athens, Georgia. Daddy! The Mud Cats, Georgia. Mud Cats. Papa got another one for you. Oh, better believe we get it done this time, baby.
On behalf of Belfast Freshers, we're in Club Mono here for the Student Survival Guide. We're going to show you how to make a few cocktails over the next few days, and the first one today is going to be a mojito. Gillian's going to make it how you would make it in the bar, and I'm going to make it how you would make it at home. So first thing to do is fill your glass. So that's why there's ice in the glass, just going to empty it out. If you go to Tesco's, you're going to get a bag of mint for about 79p, so any mint doesn't really matter, and just fill your glass 3/4 up. So once you've done that, Gillian's going to put some gum in top. Gum is just sugar and water. Now obviously you're not going to have that in the house, so what you make gum with is brown sugar. So instead of making the gum, just put it in with the mint leaves. Next thing to do is get some limes. Firstly, you're going to put in 4 limes and you're going to leave them in the glass. So 2, 3, 4. And the next 4 you're going to put in, you're actually going to leave out of the glass so they can just go in the bin. Gillian's just mixing the gum there with the mint leaves. Okay, so that looks like a thorough mess, but it'll taste good. Next thing you're going to need to do is grab a party, and you're going to want to put in, we use spoons because obviously you're not going to have measures in the house, and a tablespoon is about 15 mils. So you're going to put in 2 of those. Now, if you're going to be at a party, I doubt very much you're going to measure it out, but it's just for an idea. Next thing to do again is put in crushed ice. Now in the bar we have an ice crusher, and Gillian's ice is going to be all very well crushed. For you, what you're going to really need to do is grab a bag and grab a hammer and just, it'll do the same trick anyway, and maybe just won't look as nice. So once you put the ice in, just like Gillian's doing, you're going to have to stir it up. Now the idea to do here is to try and bring everything up from the bottom because you've already put in a lot of ingredients. So stir that up. Once you've got it looking nice, just take another 2 tablespoons. And again, Gillian, because she's a barmaid, is going to know just by pouring it, but for us, we're just going to put in 2 tablespoons. And then basically you kind of repeat half the process, and you just put in some more ice and stir it all again. Now really try and get the mint up from the bottom so that the flavour's right through the glass and you haven't got all Bacardi in one layer, all lime and all mint. And once you've got that again, all you really want to do is top it up with ice. Now the beauty about drinking a mojito is that for the girls it's low calorie, and also it doesn't really give you a hangover as much because all you're really drinking is water and lime juice and Bacardi, so it can help you the next morning. And then if you want to be really classy, you can just put 2 straws in like so. And then whenever you're picking the leaves off the stem, you'll find just a wee bit that'll look just the very top like that. If you just want to slap it so the smell comes out and just put it in between the straws, basically you do that for whenever you're drinking it, you inhale the mint. So not only are you tasting it, but you're inhaling it, and it'll make it smell and taste a whole lot better. And basically, for the mess, that's how you make a mojito at home. And Gillian's maybe looks a wee bit better, but that's why you've got to come down to Club Mono on Tuesdays and Thursdays when all our cocktails are £3 and enjoy.
I'm just going to cut the lime just so everybody knows whenever we say we're using a certain amount of limes, everybody's kind of using the same. So first thing to do is get a glamorous assistant with a knife. Second thing to do is grab a lime. Gillian's going to cut it in half. And then again, once she's done that, she's going to put them on their fronts and cut them in half again. Basically what you're doing is cutting them in quarters. So once you've cut them in half, you cut those halves in half again. So what you should be doing is getting 8 segments out of every lime. So whenever we turn around and say that you're going to be putting 4 limes in and 4 limes out, then basically you're using a whole lime in one drink.
New South, LaGrange, Georgia. Athens, Georgia. Daddy! The Mud Cats, Georgia. Mud Cats. Papa got another one for you. Oh, better believe we get it done this time, baby. The Mathis family. They can't hide that money from us no more. Down. Jim and Mathis, please come out here and tell these folks who your son is. Mama tell shot.